Welcome to today's video. So I wanted to do a 5-star prediction video. I seen a TikTok of someone doing this and I was like, I want to do that. I don't give 5 stars out very often. Like, I've had no 5-star so far this year. This video I think is going up in December. I'm going to attempt bookmas this year, which is kind of crazy because I can barely post once a week. So I think I'm going to try and post every second day. This video is going out like the middle of it. So have I been posting every second day? I don't know. Let me know. As I'm filming this, I'm filming it a bit in advance, obviously, because I can't film 12 videos in December and get them out. But so far this year, I've had no 5-star read. So these are my predictions for my 5 stars. So I have, I think, 11 books, and that's very high hopes. I'll get 11 5-stars maybe next year if I read all these. I don't give 5 stars out a lot, like I said. So these ones, don't be surprised if I don't give them 5 stars. I have to like everything about the book for it to be a 5-star. Like, I'm so picky, it's a bit ridiculous. So I didn't pick any fantasy books because I'm only properly getting into my fantasy like book time now, and I don't really know my taste in fantasy. I don't really know what my favorite fantasy genres are. I have mostly romance and I have a couple just general fiction. So I'm gonna start with the general fiction because I feel like that makes the most sense. Is this a general fiction? I don't know. I'm going to show this one now. I don't know if it is a fiction, but it is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The stickers are still on. This is actually signed, which is the only reason not the only reason I bought it. I wanted to read it anyway, but I was going to pick it back because I have Carrie Soto's back, but it is in, it's like a tall paperback. We don't really get hardbacks that often here, but I went to Waterstones and they had a signed edition hardback, so I got this one. This one is about, I think it's a woman and she is training to be an astronaut. I don't actually know anything else other than she's training to become an astronaut, but Carrie Soto's Back is one of my favorite books ever. I would say 6-star. Like, I'm obsessed with that book. So I wanted to read another one of her books. I have read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and Six, but I think I read them too early. Like, I read them years ago when I first got back into reading, and I feel like I didn't have like the brain capacity to really appreciate those books. So I'm excited to get to this one. I hope this one's a 5-star. Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I haven't read a Frederick Bachman book. I actually just got My Friends as well by him because I want to get into his books, but I feel like this one, oh no, I'm gonna have to come into work early. Okay, I don't actually know what happened. I had to go. My camera died. I got a phone call from someone, I don't know. Then a work text being like, whoever did this last night, ring me, because she didn't understand what was wrong. So I had to ring to be like, this is what happened. And then my camera died in the middle of all that. And then I just went and had lunch instead because I was hungry and had to eat. So I'm trying to be quick because I have work in 2.5 hours and I want to go early so I can sit in my car outside work. And I like to decompress for at least like 15 minutes when I get there, but I also want to get there early so I can work because it's sunny out. Work? Not work. Read because it's sunny out and I don't want to be stuck in my room. So I was talking about Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I don't actually know what I was saying or what I got to, but I'm excited to get into his writing, into his work. I've heard nothing but good things about all of his books, so I'm excited. This one, I don't necessarily think this one's going to be a 5-star, but I wanted to include one of his books because I do think I'm going to love at least one. I have this one, Bear Town, and My Friends. I'm going to start with either this one or My Friends. Probably this one though. And now on to the romances. I was gonna put like a series in that I think would be like a 5-star series, but I didn't actually want to do that in the end because I was like, that's gonna get too confusing for me. So these like individual books I think will be 5 stars. Starting off, I have Love Arranged by Lauren Asher. By the time this video comes out, I probably have read this book because I've been waiting for this book for so long. It was supposed to come out earlier this year and then she postponed it. And I was like, well, I gotta wait longer. She is one of my favorite authors. This is the 3rd book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. And the last one, I'm pretty sure. This one is Lorenzo and Lily's story. I honestly can't remember who Lorenzo is. Like, I remember the other 2 books in the series so well, but Lorenzo, like, I know he's there, but like, I actually don't know what he's doing or what he was bringing to the other 2 books. From reading the back, I think it's a fake dating situation, but they have history. So it's like a bit of, I hope there's tension. It is very long. It is, oh no. It is over 500 pages. So I'm so excited. Lauren Asher's books I read so quickly, I can never put them down. So this has 5-star potential. The other 2 books in the series, one has been a 4.75 and one was a 4.25. So I have very high hopes for this one. Next, I have Reckless by Elsie Silver. This is the 4th book in the Chestnut Spring series. I have started this. I got 25% in a few months ago, and then I got in a like 3 month long reading slump and I decided to put it down. I soft DNF'd, but I'm gonna pick it up again soon. I think Theo's my favourite book boyfriend so far in the series. I think this one's gonna be my favourite. It's accidental pregnancy trope, which I know a lot of people don't like. If they get accidentally pregnant at the end of the book and it's like a known trope throughout the book, then I don't like it. But this, like following someone through the pregnancy, I'm quite excited to read. I've read Ready or Not like that, so I know I don't hate the pregnancy trope. But the way Theo and Winter were in the first bit of the book that I've read, like the banter between the two of them, I was so obsessed with. So I definitely think this one could be my favourite in the series, and if not, a 5-star. Then I have Darling Venom by Parker S. Huntington. These ones, the next few, well this one, actually the rest of them are all like some of Sarah's favorite books. And by the way she was talking about these books when she read them, I think they're going to be my 5 stars too. This one is about two people that meet at the top of a school, both for the same reason, but they end up not doing that, and they decide every year they're going to meet up on Valentine's Day at the top of the school. Maybe it's not on top of the school every Valentine's Day, but they're gonna meet up with each other. And then one day the guy doesn't show up, and then it's years later and she meets the brother of that guy that she was meeting up with at the top of the school, or wherever they were meeting up, and I think it's their romance. I think it's like a more of a darker romance, but I am so excited. It's also like the indie published White Pages. I'm so excited to read this one. Then I have Ghosted by J.M. Darhauer. If you watch Sarah, you know this is one of her favorite books ever, so I'm so excited. This is like the One of Us is Famous trope, which I don't love. One of Us is Famous. It's not my favorite trope ever. I kind of, not hate it, but I kind of just like, I don't like when it's the whole point of the story. He's like, oh I'm so famous, like I just don't like it. So I guess we'll see. She's also a single mother, so it's single parent trope. One of Us is Famous. I think it's Second Chance. It is Second Chance. So I'm so excited to read it. I also love the cover. Once again, it's the indie published version of this book. I don't know if it's traditionally published yet, but I have the indie published version. Then I have Series Fair by Megan Brandy. I'm so excited to read this one. The second one, and maybe the third one even came out, but they're not going to be the same size. This is the bigger paperback, like indie published, and the other one they're traditionally published now, so they're going to be like to here. But these are the chapter pages, in case anyone was wondering. Like, who decided that that was a good idea? I don't know. This one is, I'm pretty sure, Love Triangle. It's a college romance. It's giving me like, not Wattpad vibes. I guess it is, like after books. I feel like the feeling I get from this book is the feeling I got from the After series that I read like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but I was obsessed with the After series. I don't love love triangles. I don't read too many love triangle books. I did read Serenading Heartbreak by Ella Fields, and I really didn't like that one, but I'm very excited to get this one, obviously. I just have a feeling this is going to be 5 stars, as I do for all of these. That's why they're in this video. The Favourites by Elaine Fargo. I cannot wait to read this. I'm going to read this I think soon. This might be even read before this video gets out, because I can't wait. This one is about 2 figure skaters, and I think their rise to fame and like them in the Olympics, and then it shows them 10 years later. I don't really know, but I also think it's, I have no idea. The chapters are extremely short. That's great. I might start this soon. I'm so excited. This one is reminding me a lot of Carrie Soto's Back, because of like them. I don't know if they're coming out of retirement. I don't know what's happening actually, but I just feel like it's gonna give me the same feelings that Carrie Soto's Back gave, because she's a tennis player, 6 sports. She's coming out of retirement. I don't think these two are coming out of retirement, but I think it shows like them like from where they came from up to the Olympics, and then what happened after the Olympics, and the documentaries coming out about them. And I think I'll believe this book and think that these people are real people, and like they actually exist when they're not. It's completely fiction. Then I have Lotus by Jennifer Hartman. I have this and Still Beating by her. This one is about the boy that went missing, and the boy, as if it's a real story. A boy goes missing, and I think it's 22 years later, and then he shows up, and they're like, well, where were you, what happened? And I'm guessing he tells a story. I don't really know. This is once again like a darker romance, which I want to also like get into, as well as getting into more fantasies and stuff. But I'm very excited for this one. Still Beating is a little bit darker, and I think it's about these 2 people like kidnapped, and they're kidnapped together, and I feel like that's probably not the best place to start with dark romances, but this one I'm quite excited about. I'm going to stop saying that because I can say about every single book. And then lastly, I have some Jessica Hastings books. I have not read a Jessica Hastings book yet. I'm very excited to. I'm also very nervous too, because when I have a feeling, like the reason I haven't read any of these books yet, I've had the majority of them for years, but I won't read them because once I've read them, I can't reread them again for the first time, so I put them off until I'm like, oh, it has to be the perfect time, but like, it's never going to be the perfect time, and I need to read them and get over myself. But Just a Hastings is definitely like that, and Magnolia Parks, which is the first book I have here, I have the whole series. I'm so excited to read it. I thought there was someone in my house. That was scary. I'm so excited to read this. It's like Gossip Girl, but in England. What more can you want? I have watched the first 2 seasons of Gossip Girl and I stopped. I don't know why I did that, but I want to get back into Gossip Girl too. But I'm so excited. If you don't know, you probably do. Sarah, she talks about the series all the time, favorite series of all time, and I just can't wait. And then I also have The Conditions of Will by Jessica Hastings. This is a standalone, so I think if anything I will read this one before Magnolia Parks, just because it's a standalone and it's not a big commitment, and I've seen so many good things about this book too. Like, I haven't seen one bad thing about it. This one, I've no idea. Did I tell you this now? You probably know. I think it's just a toxic romance. They can't get their shit together. They can't. They'll be together, but then he'll cheat and she'll be with someone else, so they can't be together anymore. Okay, I read the back and I still don't know what's going on, but I've seen good things. So I think this one probably will be read before Conditions of Will, and then no, before Magnolia Park is Conditions of Will, and then I also, obviously, she has her series. Tell Me Your Life is the first one. I haven't actually bought that yet because I'm like, you don't need it. You actually don't need it yet because you're not going to read it anytime soon. So, all my 5-star predictions for whenever I decide to read these. Like I said, I'm filming these videos quite far in advance. If I'm going to attempt to do bookmas, I need to get ahead of myself because I do also work. Anytime I have a spare hour alone in the house, I take the time to film some videos. So, they're all the books that I think will be a 5-star. Hope they'll be a 5-star. I need some more 5-star reads. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you. If I'm doing bookmas, I'll see you in 2 days, but who knows? I'm scared. I'm scared to stand doing bookmas and then have it all go down the drain. So I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.